Hi everyone, Radical Gardener. Well, it's finally chilly enough to light our fire, our sweet little wood stove. God, does it throw out the heat too, doesn't it, Joe?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Get back here. So all the way across the room, you can really feel the heat. Right now, we're just using branches from the front yard and just small pieces of wood, aren't we, sweetie?
Yep.
But it works great, you guys. It really does. So cozy. You just want to snuggle up and read a book, not do anything else. Your cats like it too. Well, it takes no time at all for it to heat up the room. You agree, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it works great.
Yeah. And just kind of an FYI, this is the first time we lit it up. Well, we burned a small amount of wood before this. And there was a little bit of smoke, but it was more like it was glue or, maybe just part of a seal or something. So there's a tiny bit of smoke, and it had a bit of a chemical smell to it, but that was just for about 5 minutes, and then it was gone. So, if you have birds or animals, and something like that goes on, just open a window and, and it really did pass. I mean, it went away and then, everything was fine again. And then that's a small drawer down below where you have your hand, correct, Joe?
No, the drawer is down here to get the ashes out.
Okay. So then that's how you empty it. And then what were you just playing with then? Is that the vent?
Yeah.
And then just depending on how open or you have that vent is how much heat.
No, it's how quickly it burns.
Oh, how quickly it burns. Okay. See, he's in charge right now, then I will be. Because I'm kind of a pyromaniac. Actually, so is Joe. We kind of battle for who gets to hang out in front of the fire and tend to the fire. Yeah, and then my friend Teresa just came by and she helped me clean up the yard again. When it's fall, you have to stay on top of it so it looks nice because we're still showing it. And we did have a woman came by yesterday, and on the review of the house, which you get after they walk through the house, she said that it asked if she was interested in the house, and she said maybe. So whatever that means. But in the meantime, I did all kinds of little rituals. I also did one that my friend Tanya suggested, and you put salt in a container or a jar, and you open it up, and you walk around your house, and you just think of all the good things and wonderful things that you've experienced in your house, and you thank the house for providing warmth and security and just giving you a nice home. And then once you're done walking your grounds, your basement, your yard, everything, then you just seal it up and you just put it in a place where, just a little special place. And then when you move, I'll be digging up my St. Joseph little icon statue and take my salt, and then you open up the salt container, the jar, whatever, and you release all the good thoughts and memories that you had in your house, and you release them into your new home. So I like that. I just think it's very meaningful. Isn't this nice, you guys? I should just have a screenshot of this. You know how you can have those fires? Just have it as your screensaver. This should be my screensaver. But mine has to have a cat in it. So that is Kitten, who you don't usually get to see. Kitten. How are you, Kitten? You can see he looks just like Steve. Or Steve looks like him. Hi, Steve. How are you? So we're pretty sure that they come from the same family because they were found in a field. Well, Kitten was under a squash bush in my backyard, but I'm only 4 blocks from the field. And the baby, Steve, was found in the field 4 houses away. And then, of course, little B's in his favorite spot. Hi, kitten. Hi. So yeah, I'm actually making a video right now entitled "Is the Sun Conscious?" and I believe Jane sent it to me, and it's one of the subscribers, and it's a talk by Rupert Sheldrake, who I adore. So let's go over to the kitchen. Of course, we have another cat. Cheese. Hi, Cheese. Sorry, this is just going to be a short video. Okay, Cheese. They've all had their C60 this morning. You can see I've been cleaning out the yard, which before it looked like a jungle. Now it's looking more like fall, but it still looks really nice, doesn't it? And we dug up Ariel. We're going to take her with us, and she's in a pot right now. And Ariel is our espalier. You can see it right there. So, yeah, it's fall. Boy, it got cold like in a day. Here we go. It was 70 degrees and it was like 30 the next day, and I guess that's happening everywhere. So at least I'm not in South Dakota. What was the temperature drop? 74 degrees. Oh my God. What, Cheesy? What do you want, sweetie? You want your attention? So it's definitely cold. It's nice to have the wood stove. I absolutely love it. And I'll put a link down below what kind of wood stove it is. We just ordered it through Home Depot. We went online and ordered it. It was the most affordable one we could find, and really looking for a small one. And it just wasn't that much money. Was it like $600 or something like that? And then we paid a contractor to put it in. You did a great job. It took a while, but it got in there. So, you know, that gives me a really secure feeling. If while I'm in this house that we can stay warm, because I don't trust the infrastructure in this area anymore, and I don't trust our governor, and you know, we're gonna have a really cold winter, so I just don't feel like being you know, what's the word for it, a victim of her bad decision making. So, and then, you know, things can happen that have nothing to do with human beings and can just be an, you know, incredible, you know, polar vortex comes, you know, slamming down into Michigan, and I want to be able to stay warm, and I want to keep my animals warm, and, you know, I have a bird that does not want to be cold. So, you know, it's something I really gave a lot of thought to. That was the thing I was the most concerned about when we bought this house, is that it didn't have a fireplace. I really didn't like that. And so always in the back of my mind, I thought, well, I'll get a wood stove. And I just couldn't figure out where it would really work in my house. And then, you know, that's why you need to sit with things for a while and just, you know, I just kept looking around where would be the best place for it. And, you know, I just kept coming back to that corner and thought, okay, this is where we need to put it in. And then we had a contractor come and look at it, and they agreed that's where it should go. And then we had another contractor, and the second contractor was the one that we had put it in, and so he agreed too, that's where it should go. And we can tell the way that the heat is kind of fanning out into the room, that is a really good place for that. So yeah, so, you know, just waiting now, and you know, again, waiting for the next showing. But each one gets easier because the house gets more clean. It's so funny, you guys, because I think I'm so clean. And then when I walk through for the next showing, I see something I completely didn't see. Like, you know, I saw cobwebs on my ceiling yesterday. I thought, when were those, you know, when did that happen? They've probably been up there for months. I mean, it's so funny, you know, and it's a real lesson in paying attention. So much is going on in front of you that you don't see in your own house. It's so crazy. So anyways, so I'm going to go back to making my video for you, about is the sun conscious. It's going to take a while. It's because it's Rupert Sheldrake, it's it's my favorite subject, materialism versus vitalism, it's all that kind of Rupert Sheldrake, my favorite guy. Oh my God. Come on, you guys, biodynamic guy. Oh my gosh, I'm just spacing his name and I was just reading his book. Whatever. That's what happens when you get close to 70 years old. Rudolf Steiner. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's like my favorite subject. And so I'm just taking it in and making notes, and then I'm going to do a little bit of writing, so probably tomorrow I'll present that, just his point of view. And what I love about him is nothing is absolute. He's just talking about, he's always talking about possibilities and, is this true? Is this how the universe works? We might want to consider this, that's the stuff I love. I don't want to live in the world of absolutes, let's just ask really big questions. That's what I say. Okay, you guys, so Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours, may your garden always grow, and sending you a ton of love. Okay, goodbye.